Hello, good evening, welcome back to F4 action here at Suzuka, the penultimate round of season 23. Gus was fixing the stream up, so hello to everyone. Jack Tyler, Lickle, Roscoe, Game Freaker. So yeah, 2 rounds to go, Suzuka, then the finale in Abu Dhabi. Thank God, it's been a long day. Qualifying, obviously, race and real life. You get much sleep during the day, so don't expect too much energy. But I can stream, so might as well do it. Not really doing anything else, so yeah. Parties seem a bit dodgy at the minute, so I can't really get Lickle in. And yeah, Roscoe, we'll go through the standings shortly. But obviously Leroy has already got this, the title wrapped up. So it's Leroy leading the way on 128 points. 40 clear of Powdy. So yeah, the title is wrapped up. But the battle for second and the race champion spot is up for grabs with Powdy and Sophie. So Powdy on 88, then Sophie on 78. Phoenix is 4th on 59. Shubzafar on 58. Then Zexa on 43, followed by Corbo on 37. Flying Throne on 35, Jack Tyler on 32, and Game Freaker on 32. So yeah, 11 drivers now. So let's see any comments in the chat, anything people want to talk about, anything people want to say. So yeah, battle for second is very close indeed. Unfortunately, I can't write in Lickle in. I'll try again, but as I said, a few technical difficulties with the old shite causing PSN issues. So yeah, I can't invite Lickle to the party, so I'll just commentate alone. So yeah, a bit of a depleted grid, but obviously, you know, the season coming to an end, people a bit tired. It's understandable. Obviously, Leroy's got it wrapped up, hence why he's not racing. But you know, we've got enough talent on show and an opportunity for people, you know, to really get a win on the board and end the season on a high. Because obviously, placements are determined by results, and ultimately it's a results business. It's not all about pace, it's about results. And yeah, so like I said, I've not had much sleep, so it's not going to be as lively as I would have liked, but the show goes on is what they say. No Lickle C thus far due to PSN issues. PlayStationGL just tweeting it out. So yeah, hello to Honda Par. Well, I didn't sleep during the nap, but I slept from about 8 till 2, sort of. It didn't feel like I went to sleep. But yeah, and as Benzo's asking, who's the unluckiest driver this season? Oh, a very difficult one. I think in this league there's a lot of possible jobs, the likes of Nino and Zexa. People, you know, don't make their own luck. You got to make your own luck. So I don't know. It's hard to pick one person who's been too unlucky. I guess Corboy's been unlucky a couple of times. A bit of a BS drive-through penalty due to jump starting and a couple of other things which weren't his fault. So yeah, Corboy's been quite unlucky at times. But I think, you know, you got to make your own luck sometimes. You know, Sophie's finished points in every race, so you know, credit where credit is due. And yes, Callum Anderson, good news. And yeah, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, just waiting for people to join. Don't know why people are in this party as well. Yeah, so I'm just trying to sort the party out because it's all messed up. It's all messed up. Hello? Finally, there we go. Got the Lickle sea action. I'm back. The Lickle.
Dead.
Yeah.
How many have we got?
We've
No
got
Leroy.
11.
Yeah, let me just have a look.
I think we're just waiting for Lordy.
We'll have a little look at the chat.
Yeah, Roscoe, shut up.
What's going on there?
Oh, shut up.
There's issues with the PlayStation servers. There may be 11, but people having difficulties connecting. There's 12 now, and with Lordy, that'll be 13. That's if Lordy is able to connect in time.
Agreed. Well, can everyone go say how loud Lickle is? Because, yeah.
Nah, I got sore throat, so I'll try to speak as loud as I can. I'll turn my mic up just a bit.
Well, I can do most of the speaking then. It looks like we're readying up for the penultimate time.
Is that any better or?
Yeah, it'll do. We'll see how it is when we get on track.
Alright. Oh, Jaru's just got kicked out of the session. He's saying.
No, he's not. He just wants extra invites.
Could you send me another invite? But he's just got kicked out of the session. It just came through on my thing.
Oh well, let's just get on with it. The show goes on. And guess what? No, Roscoe, I don't think you'd be getting points. That's why you got moved down.
Big oof, OOF, oof. She could still have a mass disconnect, Connor. Who knows?
Yeah, and can the chat just tell me how loud Lickle is? Thanks.
Hi, Cam Anderson. Cam Anderson saying he's quiet, so I'll try to speak a little louder.
Yeah, Lickle, I don't think it's worth you commentating.
Yeah, I don't think it is, Connor. I think
you should just go. Yeah.
I think I'll just sit here in the lobby and watch.
You don't.
So I'll have my soup.
All right. Yeah, you don't sound good at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't bother.
I want to be ready for F1 tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's fine, mate. That's fine. And yeah, Lickle's volume's fine, but he's on well, so we're gonna let him have a little bit of a break. And he can chip in if he ever wants to. And yes, Roscoe, you could be, but obviously I know where you're going to be. So let's wait and see what happens. But yeah, Lickle's ill, so we're just going to let him have a bit of time off. So Jack Tyler out on the medium tyres. Hopefully it's a dry race so it can be done and dusted as soon as possible. Yeah, dry race confirmed by Woot Woot. So Jack Tyler, this legendary figure of 8 circuit, Suzuka, one of the best circuits on the Formula 1 calendar, without a doubt. You only really can appreciate it if you're driving on a wheel, really. If you're on a pad, the only tracks you like are Bahrain and shitty tracks with 90-degree hairpins. And soft medium is the best strategy, without a doubt. So, yeah. On board with Jack Tyler and the broadcast cam. There we go. Coming through the iconic Degner 1. First time then, obviously, Degner 2. So yeah, Jack Tyler sporting a very nice blue and silver helmet here at Suzuka. And we've already got yellow flags. So I'm also going to check the audio settings. Yeah, that should be okay. Get soft, medium, medium, soft. Easy peasy. So yeah, Jack Tyler, iconic. The Suzuka track, one of my favourites. Just breathtaking. Sector 1 especially. Well, even Sector 2's got a really nice flow with the Degner's spoon as well. Then obviously 130R in the final sector. And then the Casio Triangle final chicane as well. Easy to get wrong. You can easily brake too late or brake too early or even corner cut. But obviously with this game, corner cutting is a little bit, you know, unpredictable. So we'll keep on board with Jack Tyler for his first. Maybe not, but he's on the medium, so we'll see what he can do. Gets on board with Jack Tyler into the very fast turn one. Takes a lot of curve and he's already ran wide, so not the best there from Jack Tyler in the Mercedes. Obviously the medium tyres are significantly slow. You need that grip in sector 1. He's already backed out, so let's find someone else who's on a lap time. Let's go on board with Giroud in the McLaren through turn 1. Takes it a lot better, a bit more in reserve compared to Jack Tyler in the McLaren and the iconic S section. So this is here Jack Giroud through this section. Don't need to commentate too much over it. Up to as the car undulates through the left-hander. As he completes sector 1 for the first time, it's 32.4 through Degner 1, and he's already lost it. So yeah, the curbs do spit you out here. Very slippy, some of these curbs, and yeah, Giroud really struggling, and it's definitely one of the trickier circuits on the Formula 1 calendar. So yeah, maybe a bit of flying from a man who's got experience, a man who's got pedigree around a track like this. He knows what it takes to really get a lap time together. I'm just trying to find a bit of a circuit map so I can there we go. So yeah, on board with flying from in the racing hall. What's his first sector going to be? And it's a 32.61 flying from. So yeah, really, the top F1 guys will be about a second faster in sector 1 alone. So, you know, flying from a man who's rumoured to be getting relegated for next season. So yeah, he just came through the tricky hairpin. Bit off camber, so taking a bit of a wider line in. Sometimes it's batting it Sophie on provisional pole position on 28.9. Followed by Giroud on a 29.4. So yeah, through spoon curve, flying from in the racing point. Back on board with him. And yeah, the softs here are fantastic. Really good tyre on the wheel anyway. I don't know about the pad users, but yeah, flying from through the Casio. Yeah, through the Casio Triangle. Phoenix goes pole on 28.0. What can Flying Throne do in the racing point? And he goes fourth, a thousandth of a second off what White Shadows. So let's go on board with Powdy. Powdy in the Scarlet Red Ferrari. Sebastian Vettel took pole position early today, but bottled, like he usually does, with a shocking start. So what can Powdy do through the final chicane? Looking to finish runner-up this season, ahead of Sophie and Shoaib. So yeah, Powdy to the line. And he backs out there, so it's a 30.3 there for Powdy as Callboy goes second. What about Jack Tyler? Jack Tyler on board with. So yeah, through the Casio Triangle. Quite conservative there from Jack Tyler. Awful line through the exit of the final chicane. So what can Jack Tyler do on the medium tyres? And it's P8 for Jack Tyler. 3 tenths off Game Freak, but on the same compound. So Phoenix setting the pace, half a second clear of TMC Callboy. Sophie third ahead of White Shadows Throne and Giroud. So yellow flags in sector 1 again. See anyone worth watching? Maybe Shub Zafar on the hard tyres. Let's see what he's up to. Doing a bit of corner cutting into the gravel and into the pit lane. So I'm just going to just quickly go on Twitter so I can retweet. Yeah, the internet on my phone's been quite slow. Fucking. What's he saying? Race predictions. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go Phoenix for the win. Who's going to be second? Bit of a tough one here. No, I'm going to go maybe Zexa for second. Then I'm going to go Sophie for third. But obviously I need to see the qualifying before I can give an actual good prediction. And if anyone's wondering where Lickle is, unfortunately Lickle is too ill to be commentating. He just sounds dreadful. Yeah, cool boy, certainly. But you know, Sophie's just got experience. She can just get the job done. Gets no penalties, always puts in good laps, a good strategy as well. So anyone really on a lap at the minute, maybe Jack Tyler starting another lap in the Mercedes. Into turn one once again. Takes it a lot better than he did on his first final lap of the session. Obviously sector one very tricky for the pad users, but it's not impossible. You've got the skill and the finger movement, as Jack Tyler's really struggling to get the car turned in, trying to get any rotation in the car as he comes up the hill into the double right-hander, the Degners. So yeah, Jack Tyler really struggling to get the car turned in. Through the tricky hairpin. Jack Tyler through the curve, spoon curve. Easy to unwind in Valley. I mean, yeah, Jack Tyler just doesn't have the confidence. As Lickle points out, that Zexa bottles it. He binned it on his outlap, so not ideal for Zexa. What can Jack Tyler do? Is he improving? He's improving by a tenth of a second through the iconic 130-yard corridor, easily flat out. And how cool would it be if you could use DRS anywhere on your lap? Lickle. And I've told Lickle to keep his mic muted, so hopefully he does so. Nah, Lickle's not commentating one with you, Mom. As I've said like 3 times now. Oh, there's a car round. There's a car round. It's Dre Bay. Dre Bay's lost it at the final chicane. Disastrous for Dre Bay. Yeah, Lickle is ill and can't really speak, so it's just me commentating, unfortunately, for you guys. But yeah, on board with who's on a good lap. Who's on a soft lap. White Shadow's couple of turns up. Yeah, we're on board with Sophie. What do you mean a slight echo? Shouldn't be. Because it's just me really in the party speaking, so very strange. But yeah, what can Sophie do through into the final chicane in the Haas? Can she put herself on the front row of the grid into the Haas? And it's P3 still as she closes right in on Corboy. Phoenix has bottled his lap, so on board with Corboy, who's also backed out of his lap. Zexa maybe, Shoaib, no, Dre. White Shadows is 2 seconds up. What can he do? Yeah, Lickle's not said anything, so sure. So it's 28.9 from the Renault driver. And Lawley's joined the lobby late because he was about 15 minutes late. What can Flying Throne do through the final chicane in the racing point? Right, oh, nearly the Robert Kubica goes forth, but a bit of a Robert Kubica there from Flying Throne, one in the grass for no reason. The old age is getting to people. Game Freak now, 2 cents up in the first sector in the Red Bull. Now on a set of soft tyres. Game Freak always got really strong pace. Woo woo, the Belgian Meister. What can he do? Bit too much curb in my opinion through the entry of Spoon. And yeah, a little bit slow there I thought. Didn't really get the power down, so what can Game Freak do? The experienced Belgian in the red one. He's 6 seconds up, so he's on course for perhaps maybe 28.7, 28.8 if he finds a couple more tenths in this final part up. He can take a lot of curb, but all drivers have been warned not to take too much because it'd be deemed as cheating. So what can Game Freak do on the soft tyres? And it's 28.9 from Game Freak. Not the best, but a sizable improvement on the stickier tyre. Anyone else out there on a hottie? Doesn't look like it. No, Jack Tyler again. Jack Tyler's getting a lot of airtime this session. I would agree with Honda Park. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't have a clue. So yeah, on board with Jack Tyler through the S section. Up through this next corner. What is it called again? Is it Dunlop? Yeah, up through Dunlop. You can see how the car undulates up through Dunlop. And he's already half a second up through the first sector. So yeah, Jack Tyler really making the most of these sticky, soft tyres. Into the hairpin again. Jack Tyler, as I said, you do a bit of a wider line, but you didn't really get the car straightened up properly there and couldn't get the throttle down. So yeah, a bit of a weak hairpin there from Jack Tyler in the Mercedes. As we've got Mr. Roscoe Doggett, so they'll come 7th behind Chelsea and Leicester, and hopefully Leicester can make the top 4. So Jack Tyler using his, it's not really using the overtake, and he's 1.2 seconds up, so he's on for a high 28 as well. So I think Jack Tyler will be looking to put it around 3rd or 4th in the Mercedes. So Jack Tyler, the F5 runner-up from last season. What can he do in the Mercedes? And he goes 2nd on a 28.3, so a very, very strong lap time there from Jack Tyler. What can Zexa do in the Williams? And it's only P6 there for Zexa on a 28.8, so not the best there. Well, not Drebe. Is Drebe on a lap? Yes, he is. So Drebe in the other Williams, yet to set a time. What can he do? Matt Romano, a big fan of Drebe as he comes through 130R once again. He's got a little bit of traffic there, the Ferrari, but the Ferrari cuts the corner. A little bit off-putting, of course, but no harm done as Drebe takes the chicane beautifully there. Doesn't really take the shortest one to the line. And he does a bit of a Robert Kubica at the final corner. And he comes to the line and goes 7th on a 28.8, so 8 tenths between 1st and 7th. And we've got yellow flags once again. And who is that? Powdy, Shorbs on the hard. So Shorbs obviously is getting a lot of laps. He's not been on the game in a few weeks due to being on holiday. But Mr. Zafar is back for a bite of the cherry here at Suzuka. Let's give Shorb a bit of airtime as he's the only one really on a lap in the beautiful Ferrari. He runs wide at Dunlop Curve. But yeah, beautiful Ferrari, the scarlet red. I love the engine. I love, obviously, the colour scheme. Unfortunately, I probably won't get the Ferrari for next season in F1, but yeah, a great car. Usually a little bit too oversteery, the Ferrari powered cars on F1 games for whatever reason. So into the final 3 minutes of qualifying is Phoenix on provisional pole position on a 28.0. Jack Tyler is 2nd on a 0.3, followed by Corbury on a 28.5. As we've got Callum Anderson back in the chat. So yeah, a bit of a lull at the minute as guys come back into the pits, get a set of boots on, a new set of boots as they prepare for the final runs of qualifying here at Suzuka, the penultimate round of the season, with next week being the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Under the twilight of Abu Dhabi, so we obviously the car's beautifully lit. The beautifully lit circuit make the cars just look sexy, to be honest. And Bahrain, obviously Singapore, and Abu Dhabi. So we've got a bit of Oshin McGill in the chat, the man who failed to win in F6 once again. Disappointing. So it'd be interesting to see if anyone can stop Phoenix from taking pole position. He's got 3 tenths over the rest. Jack Tyler, Corboy, Sophie have got their work cut out in the final runs. So let's see if anyone's close to starting their first time, the final time of the session. Doesn't look like it's got a few guys taking to the circuit, so quite late from those guys. So we'll try and find someone who's about to start their lap. I think White Shadows looks quite close to starting his lap, so we'll ride on board with him to begin with, just to see how he gets on through the first sector. I think the first sector is obviously where you can make or break your lap, because that extra bit of speed carried through the S's can be all. That is crucial to be taking pole here at Suzuka. So White Shadow opens his lap up through the bump. Very tricky bump. Easy to lose the car as he nearly does on his lap. Activates his party mode. His final lap of the session. As the car moves out the way, so White Shadow's through turn 1. Negotiates it very nicely. Nice and smooth on the throttle. Takes the curb beautifully next to the iconic Suzuka S section. These curves can spit you out. That's why it's so important just to avoid them, just to brush them, to carry you round through the S section. Now up through the double curb as the car undulates up into the second sector. Now through the 2 Degnas. Degna 1, quickly followed by Degna 2. Easy to lock up. But yeah, White Shadows gets the car rotated into gear 3, and it's got a bit more traffic ahead of him. So White Shadows really does need to get these cars out of the way before he gets a spoon, because you don't want to be getting cars in the way. But these cars, with only 40 seconds of the clock, will be rushing to get to the line quickly, and the Ferrari of, I think it's Mr. Zafar, will be looking to move out the way, surely, and he does indeed, but it's still very distracting as it comes through to spoon curve. White Shadows negotiating quite nicely there in the Renault car number 21. Now, flat out into 130R. Already a 10th off a second up, but he's got a little bit of traffic into the final corner. Easy to brake too late or even too early. White Shadows through the chicane, takes plenty of curb there, misses the apex slightly there, so yeah, not a great line there from White Shadows. But what can the Renault driver do in the Renault? I do the Renault. He goes 5th on a 28.6 as Schwab Zafar and Zexa don't make the line. So disaster for those two. Phoenix is 2 tenths up in the first sector, but I think Sophie maybe we can go on board with. Sophie. No, Game Freaker. Let's see what Game Freaker can do in the Red Bull. That's 28.5 for Game Freaker. Is 5th. Now on board with Sophie. Next up, she's a 10th up in the middle sector. But a 10th is all that matters. A 10th can put even second place if you can find more time through the final chicane. So Sophie in the Haas is out of deployment already. What can Sophie do in the Haas Ferrari? And it's still P4 for Sophie. So who's next? Phoenix to the line. And it's a 27.6 from SSR Phoenix. An amazing lap time there from Phoenix. What a lap. Mega effort from him. As Tyler looks done and dusted. Callboy maybe. Shoaib, no. Powdy. Powdy 6 tenths up. Let's see what Powdy can do. In the Scarlet Red Ferrari car number 79. Can he put it on the front row of the grid? And it's only P11 for Powdy. Invalidated. Shoaib looks done. Callboy next up is half a second up. What can Callboy do? He's half a second up and he's lagging. The Irishman is lagging his way to pole position potentially. What can the Irishman do? Can he put it on pole position? Oh, he can't. Only improves by 3 tenths in the end, so a disappointing final sector for Callboy. But what a lap from SSR Phoenix on pole position here at Suzuka by 6 tenths of a second. Stunning effort there from Phoenix ahead of Jack Tyler, who's 3rd with Callboy in 2nd. Sophie's 4th, Game Freaker 5th. Final frame is 6th with White Shadow 7th, Drew 8th, Gray 9th, Zexa 10th, then Powdy and Shoaib Zafar. So yeah, a great lap there from Phoenix. So a mega effort there from Phoenix. To date pole a 27.6. I've only done 1 session round it, so, and it's a quicker time than I did in my 1 practice session. So a good lap there from SSR Phoenix, really putting a mark down and showing he's got the pace to move up to F3 for next season. So there we have it. There, that's confirmation. Phoenix is on pole by 6 tenths of a second. I've already ran down the order, so I'm just going to quickly nip to the low. Then we'll have the race. So yeah, formation laps now underway. Bright blue skies here at Suzuka, which is what you want. See what tyres everyone's opted for at the start. Hopefully no hard tyres have been deployed. And yeah, mediums for the two Ferraris and Lordi at the back, who's probably without a setup. So yeah, predictions in the chat. Who's going to be taking the victory? I think Phoenix will be impossible to beat. But yeah, I think I'm going to change my mind actually. I'm going to go for Phoenix, Cowboy, then Sophie. And yes, I'm feeling okay, Ushin. But let's not get the wrong impression, please. So yeah, 13 drivers here at Suzuka, the penultimate round of the season. Tomorrow evening around 6-7 PM, we'll be releasing the new Season 24 calendar, as well as the sign-up thread for next season. Obviously, if you raced in PSGL already, you will not need to sign up because the admins have already asked you and you've been added to our sign-up list. So it's only for new drivers or returning drivers from previous games. So if you raced this season, there's no need to sign up on the thread. So keep an eye out for that. Tell your friends, tell your league racing buddies if they want to join PSGL. Tomorrow's when you can sign up ahead of the evaluation races, which will start obviously after the final race in FP next week. So a few days to do the evaluation races before the season begins with F1 and F2 on November 4th. So yeah, it's all going to come around very quickly. But yes, I've got 17 and 10, so 3 games left. I need to go 3-0 for Gold 1. So Gold 2's alright. Work to do, but it's the same as last year. And Gold 2 is what I was getting at the start, and we've got Gold 1 shortly after. So not too bad. But yeah, for the ultimate time, is it the 13th time or the 12th time? The 12th time this season, the F4 grid will line up on the grid here at Suzuka. There's no Leroy tonight. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, the penultimate time this season here in F4. There's no Leroy to win tonight, so it's all open. Will it be Phoenix? Will it be Cowboy? Will it be Jack Tyler? Or will it be Sophie taking the victory here at the legendary Suzuka circuit, as we have the 5 red lights once again here at Suzuka, and away we go. And it's a good start there from Phoenix. Jack Tyler also makes a good spot. Look at the hassle on the inside. Sophie's going to launch it. Surely though, she backs outside as Jack Tyler tries to go around the inside. There's a bit of desync. There's a bit of desync already. That's not what I like. Desync. I think Cowboy's going to disconnect, or he's desynced. But yeah, Phoenix leads into the first sector for the first time. Jack Tyler and Cowboy are mating for P2 and P3. Let's look further down. Getting figures 4. Sophie's 5th. Flying From is 6th. Dre 7th. White for Shadows is 8th. Drew 9th. Powdy 10th. Sexa 11th. Lordy's already up to 12th in the Alfa Romeo. The car he probably should have been in, but then changed his mind last minute. We sure was that far in P13, but yeah, a bit of jiggery pokery going on between P2 and P3. But yeah, Phoenix already 6 tenths clear of the field. So let's just get the intervals up so I can just see if there's any shenanigans going on it. I think Powdy's already at P10, so yeah, Powdy making moves up to P10 past Sexa. Lordi, let's go more with Lordi. Is he looking close? He's looking very close to make a move into the spoon curve, but Sexa maintains the position, takes a bit of grass down, runs wide, as Powdy runs wide as well. So we'll keep on board with Lordi if he can make a few gains. As he gets to 6th as Gururu gets past White Shadows, so go on board with who go on board with Powdy. Powdy into 130 yard. Nah, he backs out of it. McShaw driving there from Powdy. So yeah, this midfield action looks very juicy, I've got to say. Zexa as well, Lordi MK as well. We've got a great exit through the final corner. Lordi, we're going to keep on board with Lordi. Lordi MK, one of the most experienced drivers on the grid, looking to make a move around the outside of Zexa, but Zexa's using his overtake button and maintains the position. But yeah, Lordi, despite not having a setup, it's looking quite racy. So let's look further up. Dre Bay in P7. But look at that, everyone is within DRS range for each other. So when DRS range is active, we're going to have some massive, long DRS train, which is just something you expect on these games nowadays. But yeah, Phoenix 8 tenths clear of TMC Cowboy, but Sophie struggling a little bit there with Flying Throne, the veteran in P6 as Lordy's picked up a time penalty already down in P12. So let's go on board with Lordy actually, see how he's going on. But Powdy's looking to make a few moves into the hairpin. But Zexa, let's see what Zexa can do. Look at this juicy midfield action. You know, you just love to see it. So yeah, a bit of movement there from Powdy. Zexa maybe looking to launch one, but no. Very naive to overtake into that corner. Always tends to end in a collision, as we saw with Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen a couple of last year, basically. So yeah, flying throne. Let's find where he is on track. Yeah, he's right behind Sophie, using his juices to overtake Sophie into the Casio triangle. And he makes the move done. Nicely moved there from flying frame up to P5. He always says he's not fast enough for this league, but this man is always competing, always pushing hard as Phoenix sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Zexa, though, looks very close to Powdy. Powdy goes defensive in stone one. Zexa around the outside. Will he do a bit of a Kimi Raikkonen? Giancarlo Fisichella. Zexa around the outside. Beautiful manoeuvre there. Where's Powdy's round? Sorry, Powdy's round. I don't know what happened. There was a little bit of contact. It looked like a good manoeuvre there to me, but yeah, Powdy and Zexa have already done a bit of touching at this that saved the Grand Prix. But it looked like a good move, a fair move, but it looked like there was a little bit of contact between those two. Not for the first time as Zexa has actually bottled it. So, unfortunately, we missed that one, but not for the first time. Zexa is out of the Grand Prix. So yeah, yellow flags to set one as his car gets recovered, but yeah, Zexa is out, so we're down to 12. Powdy and Zexa did have a little bit of contact just before, so maybe Powdy shouting karma, karma on the mic. So yeah, staying aboard with Drebe, was 3 tenths behind Sophie. Sophie 6 tenths behind Flying Throne. And it's good to see Corvoy's already sticking with Phoenix for the lead of the race as well, so those guys having a great. We've only got 103 comments, so that's a bit crazy. I didn't realise there were that many. So I'm just looking at the intervals to see if there's any action going on. I think we'll go back on board with Corboy, because Corboy's really closing in for the lead of this race. In the racing point, the drop Jack Tyler. And the Irishman is looking at one with his racing point in the minute. Not close enough. One of the harder tracks really to overtake. But yeah, he does look to be the faster of the two at the minute, making the most of DRS. Sophie, let's come on with Sophie's. We run through it live there through the exit of turn 2. It's just great to see these cars just snake through, as Corboy's actually made a bit of an error, I think. Unless there's a bit of desync or lag, I'm not sure. But yeah, a bit of an error there from Corboy. He's just lost about a second to the leader. So SSR Phoenix is now a 1.5 second lead. Let's go ball with White Shadows. Currently down in P9. I think we're going to have to go on board with Game Freaker. Game Freaker's really closely gone on Jack Tyler as we're on lap 4 of 27 here at Suzuka. Jack Tyler running 30s. He's got a few podiums to his name this season, but Jack Tyler under pressure from Game Freaker. I think Dre looks to be a bit closer to Sophie, but we'll just keep an eye on the interval times just to see if we need to move over to that battle. Just go on board just to see. No, not close enough. So yeah, lap 5 of 27. Corboy's closing back in on Phoenix after his mistake. So yeah, Sophie, let's sort of see what Sophie can do. Flying Throne moving around a little bit there, under braking. But yeah, maintains the position. So Flying Throne remains in 5th. Sophie in 6th, Big Dre in P7. Yeah, this midfield does look quite open. I think from Jack Tyler down to maybe White Phoenix, not White Phoenix, White Shadows. The battle for the podium is wide open with many laps still left. Soft to medium is the strategy, but I won't be surprised if some people go on the hard tyres, as Louis is joined the commentary party. So can you leave? As Dre hits Sophie into the hairpin. And disaster there for Sophie, but a bit of an amateur mistake for Dre, Bay and Lickle. I don't know why. Oh, where's Game Freaker? Game Freaker and Jack Tyler side by side. Game Freaker on the inside. Oh, Game Freaker's lost it. Game Freaker's just lost it by himself there. Disaster there from the young Belgian. Well, he's not that young, but he's younger than me. So yeah, Game Freaker down to P9, but not the first time we've seen a big error from Game Freaker there. As he's got to weave to get those grass off his tyres. Grey Bay hit the back of Sophie. And he's got a bit of wing damage. Oh, and now there's more contact. Sophie into the back of Grey Bay. Disastrous there for these guys. Is Grey staying out with this damage? He is indeed. I think the nice thing to do would be letting Sophie through. I think that's what he's going to do. Just let Sophie through after you hear her. Yeah, Sophie up to P6. Giroud really benefiting from that. Up to P5. And look at Flying Throne. Flying Throne. Doing a great job. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? I think it's Grey Bay. Yeah, the midfield action. Grey Bay's damage. Really struggling. Really struggling. That wing damage is Grey Bay. Has got a bit of side-by-side action through the Degners. So yeah, sorry, we've got this party in a group chat, so people have been joining by accident, which is fine, but as we've got yellow flags in sector 2, who is it? Oh, it's Callboy! Callboy's lost it. Oh, he's lost it at the place game. We lost it. So yeah, this spoon curve really catching drivers out. So Callboy is now the latest driver to bottle it. Bottle, bottle, bottle. As Lickleblocks, his evening is done and dusted. The man needs some cowpole. So yeah, Callboy down to B6. A big error there from the Irishman. An amateur mistake. He really just needs to settle down as he launches one up the inside of Sophie. And yet Sophie maintains the position. So yeah, Callboy with a big error there, running a comfortable second. He looked like he had the pace to challenge for the victory. As we've got a bit of side-by-side action going ahead in Giroud. It's up to P3. So great stuff there from Giroud. Up to P3. As we've got the yellow flags in 6 minutes. It's Grey Bay. Grey Bay is now out of the Grand Prix. Another one bites the dust. And Jay, I thought you're going to be that slow, to be honest. You say you're going to be slow, but I doubt it. So yeah, we're now down to down to 11 drivers, and it's only lap 7 of 27. I don't know about you, but this race seems to be taking quite a while to get through. But yeah, Jack Tyler's really struggling. Giroud has got impressive pace today. Oh, the inside, Checo Perez style maybe. Jack Tyler, a little bit of touching there with the tyres. But yeah, Jack Tyler doing a great job, but look at Phoenix, 6.5 seconds clear. The race looks done and dusted for Phoenix. Giroud on board with Giroud, a bit side-by-side like, oh, Giroud's lost it, Giroud's lost it. Disastrous for Giroud. What the happened there? He just touched the grass and he's in the wall with the rear wing. Disastrous for Giroud. Spoon curve. He's catching people out. Disastrous there. Disastrous there for Giroud. Just lost it. Going on the grass slightly. And yeah, into the rear, into the barrier with his rear wing. But look at Flying Throne. This man could be on course for a podium. As he activates his Jack Tyler versus Flying Throne. It's personal. Jack Tyler goes defensive. Flying Throne round the outside of Jack Tyler. Oh, there's contact again. More contact. Now Jack Tyler's round. Oh my goodness me. What is this race? What is happening here? People are colliding. They're touching. They're rubbing. And there's more cars round. I'm not sure whose fault that was. I need to see it again. Oh, as Jack Tyler's now out the Grand Prix. Disastrous for him. I don't know if him and Lordy had a bit of contact, but we're now down to 10 drivers. Jack Tyler is now out, and that man is going to be angry. He's going to be fuming. But we're down to 10. And Jack Tyler's now out the Grand Prix with... So I think we're going to have a bit of a boring remaining end of the race. Let's go on board with Powdy. Powdy P7, Lordy P8. But yeah, Jack Tyler and Flying Throne coming to blows there. So yeah, on board with Powdy, right behind Lord. I don't know if Lordy got a bit of damage. But yeah, Powdy up the inside maybe, does he? No, he does not. He maintains position as Lordy. You know, using all that experience that man has. Too much experience, some I argue. So yeah, Powdy using all of his errs. Lordy not really using as much errs now. Powdy's reduced his errs. So yeah, Powdy's just happy to sit behind And yes, Ushin, there's a good chance you'll be racing a lot of these drivers next season. As Gattola has left the session, as we've gone through the Casio triangle once again, it's Corboy pits. I think Corby could still be on for a podium despite his bottle, due to the other bottle drops that have been going. So yeah, Powdy activates his overtake, uses the airs. Can he make a move around Lordy? Down the inside, into turn 1. Oh, a bit of contact there, but yeah, Powdy aggressive, but runs wide, and Lordy surely will maintain the position, and he does. Experience, Hoyer, quality as well. So yeah, Lordy maintains the position up to P5. Powdy made a bit of a mess there, and now goes on the grass. So disastrous there for Powdy. And yes, Gattola, very silly there. I'm sure you're going to be an angry man. So we've got the interval. So let's look at people's fastest laps. Yeah, Phoenix really in a league of his own on a 32.3. We're 2 tenths clear of Corboy's fastest lap. And also Giroux has got great pace. But it's a shame he had that bit of a bottle. So there's Powdy. Where's Powdy? Here he is. There's Powdy. 3 tenths behind. Is there going to be any naive moves into this corner? Not close enough. As Gattola is fuming. Yeah, Powdy uses his activates the hot lap on the run into 130 Argus 3 tenths. Now he goes back into 0. Happy to sit in. And to be fair, Throme's move looked reasonable in hindsight, but I'm not sure. I need to watch it again to see if he left enough room or if it was your fault. But I need to see it again as Powdy's lost it on the straight. Disaster for Powdy. He lost it on that bump. And Powdy, the man, currently second in the championship with a massive bottle. Where's the experience? Where is it? Where are you? Let's be having you as Powdy loses it on the bump. A very tricky bump, it's fair to say, as the final frame comes out in P8. Goes ahead of his teammate, TMC Corboy. So yeah, things are already settling down. Where's Giroux? Giroux right behind Shrubs, I thought. So we've got yellow flags in sector 1. Who is it this time? I think it's going to be Powdy, surely. No, Powdy, White Phoenix, no. Not sure what went on there. But Lordy's doing a great job despite in the circumstances. Really using his experience so far. As flying from picks up a time penalty. Lap 10 of 27. This race is going on forever. Forever ever. Forever. So what can Giroux do? Let's not make the same mistake as last time. And yes, Jay, I do agree. The bump shouldn't exist. At least it gives an extra challenge, especially towards the pad users. They probably can't react or save it if it does go a little bit pear-shaped. So lap 10 of 27, surely we'll be seeing guys pit. And we've got Phoenix in the pit lane. That man, 10 seconds, 10.9 clear off Sophie. So yeah, Phoenix looking odds on for the victory. If all goes to plan for him, should there be no dodgy moves later on, so to speak. So yeah, Giroux pits. So let's see where Phoenix comes out in all this. So here's Phoenix. Nice clear track behind him. And a nice clear track ahead of him. So good news for Phoenix. A lot further down. There's Game Freaker. I think he's going to come out. Yeah, lots of clear track for Game Freaker. And lots of clear track for Giroux. The two guys who spun. So not great for those two guys, but that's what you get when you make mistakes. And now we've got a bit of a moment where no one's really in DRS range for each other, so not too much action is going to happen at the moment as Schwab's actually ran wide into the goal. So I'm just going to take the opportunity to look at the other streams to see how things are getting on. And Sam Bam Kid is doing a great job. So maybe we'll be seeing Sam Bam Kid win the F3 title in the end, which would be remarkable. I think it'd be delightful as we've got Warren Haig leading in F5. Which is good to see. But I think when he pits, Boo Rossi leading the way. So yeah, a bit of a lull at the moment here in F4. And yeah, that's a good idea. I am running low on water actually. So things have really settled down here in F4. No one in DRS range of each other. The title is wrapped up as Callboy sets the fastest lap of the race in P6. So yeah, I'm just going to take the opportunity just to get some water quickly, so because nothing's really happening. So yeah, I'm back. Anything happened? It doesn't look like anything's happened really. Shrubs are far closing in on Lordy for P2. So yeah, let's see how Shrubs are far can get on if he can close in. 7 tenths behind, these guys will move on to the soft tyres around lap 16 and lap 17. But yeah, a bit dead at the minute. Well, I think things will liven up in the next few laps as Phoenix maybe closes it on Lordy and Shoaib. And Callboy and Flying Foam, I think, as well, could be a battle to watch. But yeah, a bit dead at the minute, to be fair, and I think that's what you get when there's only 10 drivers racing, and the pit stop phase sort of neutralises the race just a little bit in terms of on track action. So if you got any questions in the chat, far away. Just check my phones. So yeah, Shaw's now without DRS. But yeah, quite dull. No one in DRS range of each other. And yeah. Sophie pits on the lead. So let's see where Sophie's going to feed out on all this. So yeah, medium tyres for Sophie. A very long stint there for her, but you know, she's going to have a really good medium stint. Very fresh medium tyres to play with when she comes out in P6. So yeah, Sophie's on course with some good points, and she's got the freshest medium tyres of them all, as a Guru sets the fastest out of the Grand Prix at 32.0 on the medium tyres. So on board with TMC Callboy after his big bottle. Should have been really closer to Phoenix. So yeah, the two Racing Point teammates, will there be Team Auras or will they be battling? That's what I want to know. So yeah, Callboy through the Degners once again, as Phoenix is now 6 tenths behind. Shrubs are far for P2. So yeah, these guys, Lordy and Shrubs, still get to pit. Shoaib currently 4th in the championship after missing 3 races due to his holidays. So yeah, Phoenix has got the net lead, so really he doesn't need to do anything stupid. He just needs to buy this time. He's got 7 seconds over Flying Foam in 4th. So yeah, Phoenix has really got this in the bag. Should all go to plan, provided he's not hitting anyone off like he did in Brazil, where he lost the win. So Phoenix uses his overtake as a 5-second penalty for Flying Foam. Phoenix uses Shoaib, will surely just let him go. Yeah, Phoenix will be inside in star 1. Job done, routine move. P2 for Phoenix, and he has the net lead. So yeah, job done there. As Guru puts in another fastest out of the Grand Prix. So yeah, Guru He's got some outstanding pace at the moment on the medium tyres. So I think we'll be seeing the soft guys pit very shortly. Sophie did 12, 13, 14 laps on the soft tyres. So I think the likes of Lordy and Shaw will be looking to pit for the softs maybe this lap and definitely next lap. So that's what I'll be doing if I was Lordy. I'll be pitting for the soft tyres probably this lap or next lap really, because the softs can really go the distance. So I expect to see Lordy in for the softs very shortly. So let's just enjoy a bit of action without the hood, just to see the Toro Rosso driver of SSR Phoenix pound round as he closes up to the back of Lordy MK. Through 130R once again. Will Lordy stay out another lap, or is he going to decide to pit? I wonder. And he's decided to pit, so Alfa Romeo have called Lordy in as Phoenix takes the lead once again as Lordy speeds into the pit lane. A rookie error from the most experienced driver on the grid. That's going to be 5 seconds added to his race time, which is going to be a little bit disappointing for him, but he should still be on for some big points. But this man really could have been finishing 5th today, maybe 6th. Instead, he could be looking at 8th, which is a shame for a man of such pedigree. So yeah, P8 for Lordy, but he's got a massive gap to White Phoenix. So yeah, P8, but I think without it, he could be challenged for that P5. Yeah, so Lordy rejoins in P8. White Shadows is behind, 4.5 behind on a set of hards. So yeah, I think Lordy will be getting 8th at least today. On a default sale, I think that will be quite an outstanding performance from the young man. So anything else going on really? No? Oh, a bit of lag. We'll stand well with Lordy to see how he gets on these soft tyres. But yeah, once again, a bit of a lull at the minute. No one in DRS range with each other. Things really settling down. That's why I can't wait to next season where we'll have full grids and people motivated to practice and turn up, because commentating over 10 to 13 drivers isn't ideal for anyone, but I think that's what happens when the tire race is over and people are really just want to get into the new season where there'll be fresh motivation and fresh optimism. So yeah, things really stagnating as Shaw pits. And Shaw's got a 5-second penalty for speeding as well, so another one bites the dust and he'll come out in P8. So yeah, Lordy on for P7 as it stands. So yeah, we're going to go on board with Jaruru because he's closed. Oh, sorry, he's closed in on Game Freak up. So yeah, Jaruru through the S section. Impossible to make a move through this part of the lap, but we'll be looking to set him up in the middle sector for another take in the final sector or the first sector of the next lap. So yeah, Jaruru, to be fair, I think it's been probably second or third fastest today, but that big error when battling Jack Tyler has cost him dearly. But he's not the only one to make big errors. Timothy Corboy also has made a big error as well. But yeah, Lordy's closing in on track and looks to be the fastest man on the circuit at the minute, as you'd expect on a set of soft tyres. This is sticky, soft, red mark tyre. So yeah, Jaruru got 80% of his errors. Game Freak on the other hand has only got 20%, so I think it's going to be an easy move for Jaruru come the DRS straight of turn 1 into turn 1. Yeah, so Jaruru closing in on Game Freak. Game Freak has just got Sophie ahead as Corboy is now in DRS range off flying throne for the podium. So yeah, activates the DRS. Jaruru activates the overtake button. We'll be able to make a move on Game Freak into turn 1. Down the inside maybe? No, Game Freak covers it off nicely. So yeah, Suzuka, one of the trickiest circuits really to make a move. So with turn 1 being so fast and the other braking zone's not really been easy to close up in on through the first sector of the lap. So, Corboy next, closing in on his teammate, Flying Throne. Flying Throne, I don't believe has actually scored a podium this season, so looks to be a big day for the veteran racer. Rumoured to be moving down for next season despite his strong points finishes, so Flying Throne really could be fighting for titles next season, which is what everyone would love to see. So yeah, Cowboy versus Flying Throne. Will there be team orders from Racing Point, I wonder? A double podium finish it looks on. Obviously Sophie and P4 on the fresher mediums could be one to watch, especially if he's going to pick up time penalties. So I think Flying Throne really does need to be careful of that. He's not a naughty boy. So Lordy's really closed up on Giroux and Game Freak, actually just 1.4 behind now, so I think Lordy battling Game Freak and Giroux could be quite juicy. Let's go ball with Giroux actually. Yeah, Giroux looks very close. I think he's going to get the job done in turn one. Game Freak doesn't have the all the power. Giroux around the outside, and he gets the move done on Game Freak up to P5, so that's an easy move there for Giroux. ERS management, obviously a strength for Giroux compared to Game Freak, are currently on 10%, so Game Freak are really going to be under threat from Lordy in the next couple of laps as well. Now we have the Racing Point teammates of TMC Callboy in third and Flying Throne in P2. 6 cents between those two guys. TMC Callboy won in Hockenheim, just like to lag a little bit. Rural Island for you. Through Spoon Curve. On the run down to 130R for the 19th time. Callboy is 5 tenths behind through 130R, so yeah, Callboy does look the faster of the two at the minute, making the most of the slipstream. But will he be able to make a move on his teammate into turn one on this lap? It doesn't look close enough to me. So yeah, Callboy activates his activates the DRS, making the most of that battery, but isn't close enough to make a move on his teammate into turn one. So as Flying Throne does run slightly wide there. Callboy right behind. Will there be team orders at Racing Point, I wonder? Or will Flying Throne defend the position? But he's not in a podium all season, so I think Flying Throne probably will do the wise thing and let him through maybe next lap as Lordy. He's now goes 1.1 behind Game Freaker. For P6 with Giroux beginning to extend the gap slightly. For P5, further down we've got Shoaib really just sitting in an 8th, White Shadows in 9th, and Powdy, a disastrous race from Powdy. P10, 30 seconds alone at the back. Oh, Shoaib's off. That's Shoaib gone. So a rusty Shoaib Zafar in the barriers. It's a disaster there from the Ferrari team, who had an opportunity really to close in or extend their lead in the Constructors. Already looked. Well, Ferrari were battling for the Constructors with McLaren. I'll just get that standings up just to see how close it was. So yeah, Callboy really closing in on his teammate. So let's see what can be done there. Yeah, Flying Throne a little bit wide, and this lag is horrendous. So yeah. Callboy uses his home goes defensive. Callboy around the outside of his teammate, and he gets the job done. Flying Throne definitely made it easy for his teammate. So yeah, Callboy up to second, Flying Throne third. Yellow flags in sector 2, is it? Oh, no one, I don't think. So looks like Giroux closed in on Sophie while Game Freak as well, but Lawley's soft tyres maybe falling off a little bit, or he's just made a couple of mistakes. Yellow flags in sector 1. It's Game Freaker. Game Freaker's now spun. So another bottle from Game Freaker, and he's retired from the session. So a disaster from Game Freaker as Shoaib picks up another 5-second penalty for speeding. So some embarrassing performances today from the F4 grid, it's fair to say. But more points for the likes of Lordy and White Shadows. Yeah, so Giroux 8 turns behind Sophie for P4. Has got yellow flag to sector 1 again, and there's someone else who's spun. Oh, Sophie and Giroux on the inside. Mr. Zafar. Mr. Zafar's got a 10-second penalty. So Mr. Zafar looks out. Or not taking it too seriously anymore. Lordy looks comfortable in 6th. Where is Mr. Zafar in all this? He's had another spin. Mr. Zafar. Disastrous there for Shoaib. Yeah, so Flying Frame's actually got the pace, it seems, today to challenge Callboy for P2. So maybe we'll be seeing a few more, bit more battling going on. Flying Frame using some Callboy as well. So maybe we'll be seeing a duel between the two Pink Panthers here in Suzuka. Oh, Flying Frame backs out. Or sort of used the wrong gear there. I think he gear upshifted a little bit early. I think Flying Frame should overtake Callboy this lap. Because Callboy is holding him up slightly and you don't want to be losing time for the sake of it. But yeah, Callboy is now using no airs. Flying Frame is using his airs. Flying Frame up to P2, so smart work there from the Racing Point. It's not losing too much time. As Giroux up the inside of Sophie. Oh! Bit of a late move there from Giroux. Sophie covered it fairly and maintains the position. Seeing how the other racers are getting on. Yeah, so the battle of the Pink Panthers and also Giroux and Sophie will be the interesting battles today. In the final 3 laps. It's been quite a long Grand Prix really, it's just taken a while. There's been some good battles, a lot of bottles to be fair. But some solid drivers. Phoenix has been in a world of his own. Throwing 4-boy, very solid. Sophie, as always. Giroux's had great pace, should have been on that podium. Lordy, with the default setup, he's doing the best he can. Considering he's a bit out of juice, from what I gathered. As Giroux looks to make the move on Sophie. Sets her up through the Casio triangle. Can't get the run out the final corner really, but he's 3 tenths behind. Giroux activates the overtake. Sophie goes defensive. Giroux around the outside. I think it's going to be an easy manoeuvre from Giroux. And Giroux, yeah, up to P4. So Giroux up to 4 has got game frequency cat saying he hates the curbs, and yet the curbs just spit you out for no reason. They sort of ruin the first sector. The curbs are actually as they should be, I think. This track would be just even better than it is. Obviously through Spoon as well, the curves can be a little bit dodgy. Giroux runs a little bit wide through the unlock curve, but gets away with it. So yeah, Giroux up to B4, but really that man should be fighting for second at least, because he's had a great pace. And I think he's got the fastest lap. No, Callboy has the fastest lap actually on a 31.4. It would be interesting to see the likes of Powdy or Shoaib or White Phoenix pit for another set of boots, because they've got pit stop gaps. As yeah, Shoaib gets lapped. So yellow flag set to 2. Who is it? Is it Mr. Zafar? No. I think Shoaib was moving out of the way, probably was causing that. So that 24 of 27. Flying from looks to be on course for his first podium. in years. His first podium in years. That's what it's felt like to me. Years. And no, Ushin, you've not really missed anything, to be honest, other than Game Freaker spinning out. But other than that, it's been quite relaxed, really. Quite chill, as they say. So yeah, Callboy closing up on his teammate yet again. Ushin, go. Oh, Ian. As we've got White Shadows in the pit lane, he's heeded my advice. You can get the fastest lap by pitting for a set of softs. And yes, it's your community, it's your leagues, it's your stream. So yeah, as Lawley's actually closing up on Sophie again. So yeah, Lawley's maybe found a second wind, a second turn of pace. He's got that 5-second penalty due to speeding, but he surely will want to overtake his teammate Sophie. Not the same car as Lawley's your mate, but yeah, Ovs, I'm a big fan. So yeah, Callboy 7 tenths behind Frome. Anything else going on? Not really. Sophie's back within range of Giroux. So Callboy into the Casio triangle. Phoenix is on his penultimate lap. So yeah, 2 more laps are here at Suzuka before the penultimate round of the season. I think we'll go on board with. Oh, Callboy. No. Oh, a little bit of lag. So yeah, Flying Frome remains in second, Callboy as well. Sophie, not got much shares. Lordy got a little bit more, so maybe we'll see a last lap scrap. But yeah, Lordy's really losing a lot of time on these straights. Just these 6.6 wings and the 6.6 ride height really isn't a one around here for that last sector. The first part of the first sector. So back on board with Tim C. Callboy. You look at the lead. Flying Frome is now 7 seconds behind Phoenix. So yeah, Phoenix in her league of his own. Yellow flags in sector 1. Who is it? Oh, Mr. Zafar again. How many times has that man spun out today? Really struggling with grip and performance. So yeah, Mr. Zafar not at one with his Ferrari today. Oh. Yep, sorry about that. I always seem to do it. So a shame as Mr. Zafar, yep, has another spin. Powdy pit. So we'll have to see the race between the Pink Panthers, which will go to the final lap. Will it be Frome or will it be Callboy for P2 here at Suzuka? And yeah, Phoenix does have a new PSN, but he's not really used it. So yeah, last lap here at Suzuka. Callboy's activating his overtake, but Flying Frome's got it covered. So yeah, Flying Frome maintains P2 into turn 1. Callboy's lacking slightly, so he needs to be careful. Sophie though also. Yeah, so Sophie remains behind as well, so maybe we'll see moves into the Casio triangle on the final part of the lap. So we'll have to take a bit of a sip of water there. So keeping on board with Callboy through Dunlop. Loses a couple of tenths there, ran a little bit wide, so Flying Frome looks to have this one covered. Flying Frome looks on course for his first podium in eternity, it seems. That man has been struggling for form as White Shadows sets the fastest lap of the race of 29.8, making the most off those soft tyres and on course for that extra point. So Flying Frome and Callboy could be one to watch. Phoenix on the run down, so we'll keep on board with these guys just to see if anything does happen, but we'll try and go back to Phoenix when we can. So is Callboy close enough to make a move? Already activate, gets a penalty. I think we're going to go on board with Phoenix. Through the Casio triangle. Yeah, Callboy doesn't look close enough. Phoenix, he didn't win last time out, lose a penalty. Well, he's going to take the win here at Suzuka. I don't want to drive from Phoenix, and a deserved 16 championship points for him. So Flying Frome comes home in third due to his 5-second stop-go penalty, but I think that was a bit BS. I think that'll probably be removed if he has his warnings. Giroux comes third actually. Flying Frome's fourth. Sophie is fifth. Lordy in 6th. White Shadow will be 7th ahead of Parody, who looking to get the fastest lap. So let's see if Fat Parody can get the fastest lap. So these guys have got a bit of time to find. So yeah, Mr. Zafar, P9, controlled 2 championship points, but a bit of a disaster there for sure. So yeah, White Shadows coming through the final corner to come home in P7. So 7th for White Shadows, that's 4 points. Plus an extra point for the fastest lap. But can Powdy take the fastest lap off him? That is the question. Powdy activating all of his and Powdy is flying. He's 2.2 seconds up, so Powdy on course to challenge for that pole position, fastest lap. He needs to find a couple more tenths in this final sector to take the fastest lap of White Shadows to get extra championship points. So yeah, can Powdy do it in the Ferrari? And I think he did. I think he might have just got it in the end. So yeah, Powdy gets 3 points plus the extra point for the fastest lap. So a bit of jiggery pokery there with a few pit stops from White Shadows and Powdy to try and get that extra point. So, but there we have it. This is our Phoenix taking a deserved victory, a dominant win, and a deserved win at that. So there we have it. The classification for the penultimate round of the season. Therefore, Phoenix takes the win, Cowboys 2nd, Jaruru will finish 3rd, ahead of Flying Throne in 4th, Sophie is 5th, Lordy is 6th, White Phoenix is 7th, ahead of Parody and Shoy, with Game Rico, Jack Tyler, Jobe and TNR Sexa all failing to finish. So that's it, that's round 12 done dusted. We've got one more round left of this season in Abu Dhabi, where hopefully Lick will be back to full fitness. So yeah, well done to Phoenix. Also Cowboy on the great drives, and also Jaruru finishing in P3. But yeah, I've been Big C, and I'll be back next week with Liquor hopefully for the finale in Abu Dhabi. But for now, goodbye.